This will be part 37 of the passenger side rear wing going in, and as you can see, a lot of crud, a lot of holes here, and I've decided that this ledge is not recoverable, so I'm going to have to replace that. And on the back end I've got to take this out and make a flange that's going to go down about 9/16. So this is the inner flange of the wheel arch that I'm going to replace. This is the piece that's going in. I can only go so far, then I have to make another little piece to finish it off. So hopefully that's going to be nice when it's in. So now it's time to cut all this out now, get rid of it, and see what we left when we get around to see what we can weld to. So cleaned up the edge of the rear of the wing and started cleaning up around the top here, and we've also actually cleaned underneath as well, cleaned up all the old sealant rock guard that was on there as well. So it was quite a bit smelly and not pleasant. So I made up a couple of panels. This is for the wing to go onto. And then we've got a new partial part of the wheel arch flange, I guess you can call it. And then I'm just going to make up a little piece that will go into here. But for now, I'm just going to let that rest for a little while, and then we'll start welding this thing in. Happy days. Like we said before, it's only metal. So I'll put some 1/4-inch holes into this piece that's going along the on top of the floor plan, and this is going to give it some rigidity for the inner panel coming down here. On the wheel flange, I've used my juggling tool to punch in the holes, because there's a lot of holes to go into there. So this is the juggling tool. It allows you to put a flange or a hole in your metal. So try this one-handed. So it's quite quick. And if you turn the tool through 180, there's a flange tool. And if you can see that, put it on your metal. You create these flanges, and then you can apply the metal, and you can have a flat surface to weld on. This is just an FYI. So as you can see, we've got the piece clamped in. We do some welding. Obviously on these jobs you need a lot of clamps to keep the pieces securely together so they're not spreading when you're welding. Okay, so there is the bottom flange welded in for the time being. Got to tear it up later, but it's solid. It's not moving. Bit more structure to the old devil. So now I'm going to start on the doing the wheel arch. I might take the tyre off. We'll see. So I have the wheel arch repair piece in, but I have to do this in stages so I can get the arch as tight as I can to the inner wheel arch. So again, clamps, lots of clamps. So now I've fitted the wheel arch repair panel in, and now I'm going to move on to the last part here, because I couldn't do it in one piece. But that's solid. Pleased about that. Just got to do a little bit of filling later on, but I'll do that once I've got the inner rear wing sort of in. So there we have the repair panels in for the bit of the trunk, the wheel arch, and I've put in this piece here as well. So that's the wheel arch done. Around here I've had to release part of the deck here on the strut, because that's going to help me to get the inner rear wing in. I'm just going to cut some little notches in here just to turn us upside down, and then we bend this out, and probably while I'm there I might do some more inner welding on the inside. Yeah. Bit of filling to do at the end of it all, but that's the name of the game. So by bending that flange up on the top deck, I've managed to get rid of the old material from the inner wing. Oh, a bit unsteady here, but it's also allowed me to put in some rust transformation stuff inside as well. This is the inner rear wing first fit. To do this I had to take off the rear valance, and then I managed to line it up. As you can see, and I just secured it to the valance with a couple of self-tapping screws down here, and I've just clamped it in here. You can see a gap here. This is where the hole is on the inner wing. That's where it's sitting at the moment. Here's where it should be. And the same for that one. That's what it should be. And if we look on the inside, you can see there's a gap tippy made up. Yeah. So hopefully once that's pushed forward, those holes will line up. And then once those are lined up and we have it reclamped, we should be able to line up the part with the inner sill. So that's tomorrow's job. I'm pleased with what we've achieved today, and I don't think it's looking too bad now. Of course, these rebars that I have in there, 3/4 inch rebar, is to line the inner and outer balances for when the bumper goes back on. So yeah, happy with today. Happy days. So here we are. The inner rear wing is in place with self-tapping screws down there and around there, across the top, and down this side you can see I've just put in the inner sill to help line up. And if you can see my pencil, the pencil goes through the sill and through the inner wing to where the seat belt bolt is. So I'm pretty happy with this. The next job is to align the sills, but that's for another time. So I'm going to post this for everybody to see. And yeah, happy days again.